Hello, I'm Orolua and welcome to Lessons from Nature. Today we will be learning from flowers. Have you ever observed flowers? Have you taken time to observe its life cycle from when it buds till it withers? When you pluck off a flower to appreciate its beauty, do you take your time to watch the way it shrivels up in your hands? Well, you don't have to be an anthomaniac to have observed one. The core of a flower is usually its strongest part, and it consists of either a pistil for a female flower or a stamen for a male flower. The core is the part that usually holds up other parts of the flower, including the petals. Just pick up a rose or a sunflower, a lotus or a Bermuda buttercup, and basically all flowers, and you will find this to be true. Most times, when flowers shrivel, they collapse or shrink into their core, and they do this beautifully. Flowers get to die beautiful. Few times in the Bible, humans were compared with flowers. In the book of Psalm chapter 103, verse 15 to 16, King James Version, it says, "As for man, his days are as grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourisheth. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more." We can also find this in other Bible books and verses such as Job chapter 14, verse 1 to 2, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 6 to 8, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 24, and James chapter 1, verse 10 to 11. We bud when born, we bloom at adolescence and during our youth, we wither at old age. And just like some flowers are plucked off in full bloom, some humans fall off at youth and do not get to experience old age. How strong is your core? This is a question we most times do not care about at a time it matters. A time where something can be done to change the current situation and consequently the future situation. If at all, less than half of the world care about their core. We live in a world where technology has supposedly made life easier, from cars to phones to elevators and so much more. It makes it so that less effort is required from humans, but unfortunately, this has made us fall into the danger of sedentary lifestyle. Generally, looking at humanity, there has been a reduction in the fitness level in our present age and time. As Nigerians, when we compare humans now or Nigerians now to our ancestors and fathers who farmed to make a living, we find a difference. Our ancestors trekked from town to town just to sell their farm produce, and most times they lived active lifestyles. They worked with their hands and they regularly moved their body in their day-to-day activities. We now live in a fast-paced world where there is more stress, and most times than not, this is mistaken for exercising. Stress is not exercise. Stress is more dangerous and has absolutely no benefits, especially when compared to exercise. The effects of stress include, but are not limited to, reduction in brain power, accumulation of bad cholesterol, arthritis, and so many more. There is a popular saying that goes, "You are what you eat." It is sometimes referred as "what you eat is what you become." This is definitely true, as we see a reduction in the quality of humanity due to highly reduced quality of food we consume on a daily basis. This, combined with sedentary lifestyle, it is not surprising that there is an increase of diseases and neuropathological conditions such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and so on in our society today. Do you know that you are not the only one who becomes what you eat? You are what your mother ate, and likewise, your children will be what you eat. Your exposure to chemicals, toxins, junks, unhealthy food, and so on will tell on your children, not just on your body. A quick question: do you ever wonder why autism, mental retardation, early puberty onset, and so on are quite on the increase with children in our generation. Do you know why infertility, sterility, spontaneous abortion, and other reproductive problems are becoming a thing of great concern in our time and age? It can all be linked back to unhealthy lifestyles. The core of humans are increasingly weakening. The question, how strong is my core, should not be asked after our 40s or 50s when the chances of us coming down with these conditions are strong. Rather, they should be asked now in our youthful days. Take a moment and ask yourself, how strong is my core? Be honest with yourself, and if you are not getting an answer you like, then you know that you need to change some things in your life. You need to do the right things. You need to build your core. Eat healthy, exercise, take vacations, take time out from stress, and watch just how strong you will be at the time not to shrivel up. A little food for thought just before we wrap up. You need to know that whatever you do now, whatever book you read, whatever you eat, whatever you watch, whatever you do, is a seed that you're planting to be reaped later. So be intentional about planting the right seeds and doing the right thing. If you like this video, do not forget to click on the thumbs up button. Also, subscribe and click on the notification bell so as not to miss further updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.